You know, one thing I just realized, and I've always known this, but it's even more glaring now. The Nigerian dream is not how can we all live in a fair society. The Nigerian dream is how do I become an oppressor? The Nigerian dream is how do I become one of the ruling class? How do I become bastardly rich where I can buffer myself from Nigeria problems?
A month ago, thereabout, I made a video complaining about this phenomenon right here. And in that video, I said this. A lot of people, a lot of our people, a lot of peoples generally, it seems to me that they don't really care about oppression. They just don't want to be the one getting oppressed. A lot of the things that I want to say, to the point that this sister just made in the opening of this video, I had already made these points in this video right here, using Burna Boy as a case study, by the way. So if you want to check it out, it's linked down below in the description.
Because I was literally thinking about this. Why do we keep adjusting and adjusting and adjusting to everything? Instead of trying to build a better society, instead of saying, you know what, this is enough, we will use our creativity to learn how to keep suffering. Learn how to keep suffering until we blow, until we become rich. It's Nigerians that will discover that you can blend garden egg into stew. It's Nigerians that will discover that you can turn your gen sideways so that there will be more fuel. The fuel will last longer. I even just randomly saw a list of adjustments thing. I'll add the screenshot in this video. Why do we just adjust and adjust and adjust? Because we're not trying to make it out of the hood as a collective. We're not trying to liberate our country. It is worshiping the people who have stolen your future, defending the people who have stolen your future, because you hope that one day you will get there and do the same thing. It's having empathy for people who don't have any empathy for you, who are stealing your future, who are the reason why people are dying in hospitals, why there's no power, why there are road accidents every flipping day.
Now, on the topic or point rather of adjusting to basically bad governments, I made a video last year on my TikTok talking about this and how I think this is a problem, not only because of the points that she made, but also because it has created this environment where we are now basically babying our government to the point where they are aware that they can't do literally anything and get away with it because we don't hold them accountable for jack. And in that video, I said, paraphrasing here, that the fact that we adapt the way we do and adjust the way we do to their madness is us, whether we are aware of it or not, basically directly or indirectly creating the monsters that are our government officials that we complain about. You know that thing they say about relationships, that how you start a relationship, the foundation you lay at the beginning of the relationship is very important, because that foundation is what is going to set the tone for the entire relationship. I feel like as a people, we have on a national scale set a very bad foundation when it comes to how we relate with our government. We have, as a people, unintentionally made our government used to us fixing it. So now they don't feel the desire to do anything, to fix nothing. And I'll give you guys an example, right? We don't have light in this country. This one way they give us, we'll see today, we'll not see tomorrow, not be light. We've not had light in 60 years, right? But instead of us to collectively go and hold these people and demand that they give us light, what do? All of us carry our two left leg, we will go market, go buy a generator. Those of us that can afford solar system will go and invest in solar. Another good example, in certain communities, the government did not tar their road, but the people in these communities want a tarred road. So what do? They decide to come together as a community to tar their own roads. Same with our educational system. That's a very good example. The one that's being run by the government, nothing to write home about. And that is coming from someone who attended a government school, what some people call public school. My junior and senior secondary school education, I got from a government school. Ugborikoko to be specific. People in Warri know the school I'm talking about. But back to the point, the government schools are failing, hence why a lot of parents want their children to go get their education in a private institution. So there is more demand for private education. And it's because of this same reason that's why a lot of parents send their kids abroad for an education, because our educational system here just isn't it. Same goes for our healthcare system. There's a plethora of examples for us to choose from. The point of this video, I don't want people to get me wrong, it's not to bash Nigerians for providing these things for ourselves, because it's not a bad thing we are doing. But I want us to look at these things from a different angle and ask ourselves, could it be that us fashioning the government the way we do and moving on to do the things that they are supposed to be doing for us by ourselves, us actually being a part of our own problem, and the reason why these people are not as eager to do for us stuff that they need to do for us, because we have actually created this pattern where they now have come to realize that they really don't need to do anything because they know we are going to do it for ourselves. And now, if you really even ponder on it, these people have even found a way to start making money off our ability to provide for ourselves things that they should be providing for us. What is the name of that guy? Is the article? Allegedly, man fucking sells generators. And he was bloody running for these past presidential elections. I feel like our government is like a spoiled child. A child that lacks home training. A child that could not be set straight during its foundational years. And now this child is grown and spoiled rotten. And now this child is useless and used to not lifting a finger. So every time, what does it do? It turns to mommy and daddy and goes, "Mommy, daddy, do it for me now. You know it's you that used to do it. Please." I just feel like if we as a people nationally have a track record of demanding them to do their jobs, instead of us going back door and doing their jobs for them, things will be a lot more different in the country. We are a reflection of our government. I will always say it. They are the way they are because we allowed them to be that way. We have made them comfortable being incompetent. We have made them used to being incompetent because we don't demand more from them.
It's the people who have robbed your youth of just living a calm and normal life. You're living in constant survival mode, and yet you're finding ways. Mind you, if Nigerians see politicians, they will kneel down and greet them. They will lie down and greet them. You will literally be bowing to the people who have made you impoverished. You will defend them. And it's not just, and of course, we have there's the poverty angle, then there's the religious angle, where in the name of religion, people will defend the most heinous, hateful, bigoted, tribalistic, racist person because
they are Christian. Trump is a good example. It would shock some of you the amount of Nigerians who actually support this mofo. And it baffles me. It really does. It really does, because I really don't understand what's going on in the brain of some of these our people. Like, it's mind-boggling. It's scary, man.
A Nigerian will rather suffer and die in poverty to defend misogynistic views. Like, somebody can literally be a murderer. If you go to a church with a rape, as a pastor, you will go there, and it doesn't make sense. It's like the only reason you will defend such bad behavior is because one day you hope to be there. So it's like, let me defend people now so that when I get there, idiots on the floor will defend me too.
The amount of people who still support TB Joshua in his death, even after that BBC documentary came out and it was revealed, exposed all of the evil, wicked, heinous, diabolical, satanic, for those who believe in the concept of Satan, things that he did while he was alive. But he still have supporters still this day. Just like she said, people will go to church where they know that their pastor is a rapist, but they will still go there. And not only would they still be good parishioners of their church, they would even be blaming the women that he raped, the victims in the equation. Zero accountability given to the perp in the equation. I don't know what it is with Nigerians and our inability to be able to hold accountable the people we do need to hold accountable in society. I don't know what it is with us as Nigerians, with this our behavior of us constantly looking for excuses for the worst of the worst in our communities. Like, what exactly is wrong with us as a people? And when you pay more attention to it, this is one of the reasons why I'm no longer religious, because like I cannot stand the things that happen in the church. The nonsense that is perpetuated there, the nonsense that is standardized there, the nonsense that is made the norm there, like, is crazy. And the funny part is that when you bring this up, now you are an antichrist for talking about this stuff. You are a child, a spawn of the devil for talking about this ill, because how dare you? How dare you say this about the man of God? How dare you point these things out to society? You are the problem, not the ones who are doing it. The way these people create a safe space for the most heinous of the heinous that the earth has to offer is crazy to me. It's crazy. That's how you'll be in church and somebody can literally come on the altar with a microphone and talk about how much of a criminal they have been all their lives, all of the people they've unalived, all of the people they've probably rewarded, all of the thievery that they've done. And now the church is singing hallelujah, thank praise the Lord that this person is now in church, when they should be calling the police, because this is a criminal. This is someone that's supposed to be behind bar. But no, their arms are in the air screaming hallelujah, hosanna, the Lord is good. What? As I'm speaking to you guys right now, there is a pastor, a very big man of God in quotes, in Nigeria, that is presently getting exposed by his victims for essaying them during quote unquote deliverance section. But nobody in the country wants to hear it. Nobody is taking them seriously. And not only are we not as a society taking these people seriously, we are bashing them, picking their story apart, even though some of these people have video evidences, by the way, right? Nobody's taking them seriously. We are picking what they are saying apart, talking about how, oh, you cannot talk about the man of God like this, talking about how, oh, we wish or we hope they sue you and you end up in prison. They are wishing the people who were essayed and sharing the news or talking about how they got essayed by this quote unquote man of God. They are the ones that are wishing death upon and prison upon. That's the point that we are at right now in society. The idolization of rich people and these quote unquote pastors. I would never understand this madness. It would never make sense to me. I don't know what is wrong with people, where we are in a world where once this person have money, nobody wants to hear it. Nobody cares about what they are doing and how they are causing harm in society, how they are harming people and exploiting people. Everybody just a dobale. They are still worshiping these people regardless of the evil that they are doing, regardless of the menace that they are in society. It's crazy to me how this continues to go on, and really what is wrong with the minds of people that makes them not to be able to see beyond the money. This right here is why they say money is the root of all evil, because what it does to the human brain, I really don't understand it. It needs to be studied exactly what it is that when people see money, all of a sudden, like, their brain stops to work, their morality out the window.
You're okay with being oppressed because you hope to one day be an oppressor. You want to live in that delulu aspiration of maybe, yeah, this will all make sense when I blow, all of this suffering will be worth it. We don't think of how can we all collectively come out of this fuckery. It is to worship the people oppressing you, to defend them. I don't fucking get it. I don't get it. Let me not even get into flying across the globe to other countries to support hateful and bigoted people, because like, and where is the critical thinking in not being able to judge people's behavior just because they call themselves a Christian or a Muslim or whatever label? Why is a label suddenly justification for the most heinous behavior, comments, whatever you will defend this because, oh yes, well, they're a Christian or they're this and God said we should forgive? Somebody can literally murder, kill, do anything, and then when they get what is coming to them, it is the defense of, oh well, they were a human being. Somebody who hates you people and your guts, somebody who thinks you should be subdued. Why do you love your own suffering? I don't get. Do you make sense? Or is that how you find peace? Defending people who don't give a about you. I don't get. I really don't get this slavery mentality. But that's the thing. Psychological chains are worse. They are way worse than physical chains. And I don't know what will liberate my own people. The world and what the world is going through. Another day is coming to discuss that. But my own people, what will liberate us out of this slavery? And I love my slave master mentality. I don't know. I don't know how we will be free.
Now, she did not state this, but I'm going to be going on a leap here and assume that in her mind, while making this video, she was also maybe thinking about the people, Nigerians specifically, who were sympathizing with Charlie Kirk and what happened to him, right? Because the number of Nigerian pastors and gospel artists who actually came on their social media to make a post sympathizing with the guy was like, wow, are you being so for real? Like, are you being serious right now? Major side eye. And it's crazy because of all of the crazy things that's been going on in this country, all of the people that have been unalived, all of the sufferings, all of the pain, all of the trauma, all of the wickedness that Nigerian people have had to deal with. You don't see these people taking to their social media platforms and talking about it. You don't see them coming out to give their sympathy. But Charlie Kirk, a rare to deceased white man, a white supremacist, a misogynistic, hateful individual, unalives. And now they have all the sympathy in the world to give to him across the pond, across continents, across the Atlantic Ocean. They are sending sympathy. But the people in our country right here that are suffering and getting unalived, that the government are, all of the wickedness going on, they have literally no sympathy to give. They are making no social media posts. With all of the stuff going on the continent, what's happening to our brothers and sisters in the Congo, what has been happening in Sudan, what has been happening everywhere on the continent, we are suffering as a people. Life is hard. We are dealing with so much, right? But they are not talking about it. They don't care. But an oppressor gets unalived and they take to their social media pages to share their sympathy. Like, it's crazy. It just really is. And I just want to quickly come on here and rant about the insanity of it all. So I'm going to be leaving it here. Let me know in the comment section what your thoughts are. I'll be catching you in the next one.